challenge. So we're here, gonna make some things for you guys. And I'm actually really excited about this because I'm gonna make the apple cinnamon smoothie right here in Cleanse to Heal. If you guys don't have this book, you're missing out. Okay, so there you go, Cleanse to Heal. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna make right here. So I'm gonna make the apple cinnamon smoothie. So check that out right there, okay? This is really an incredible smoothie. I love this one. I actually make this all the time and love it. So you guys know, I mean, if you're up on the book, Cleanse to Heal, 75 recipes in here, but it's more than that. This is a healing book. It's not just healing foods like the recipes, but there's information on how to do protocols for conditions and symptoms. Over 200 symptoms and conditions, supplements and dosages. I mean, the amount of information in here is just so much. But the apple cinnamon smoothie is what I'm going to be making today. I'm excited. This is day 3 of the Medical Media Morning Cleanse Challenge. The morning cleanse is in this book. So that's where it is. So you got all the different cleanses. The morning cleanse is in here. So that's one thing I'm going to make for you guys. And I'm going to make something else. I'm going to make the wild blueberry porridge from this book, but I'm doing it with millet today. Now, I know you guys love your oats. Not a lot of people do millet, but this is a better grain, a way better grain, healthier in so many ways. It does more for you than oats can do, even though I'm fine if you guys love your oats, your gluten-free oats, but the millet is definitely an option. So what I'm going to do is get it simmering and cooking now while I'm here. Good to see you guys. I'm excited that you're here. So I'm making the wild blueberry porridge, but with millet. Ardent says, so good to have you walking everyone through this. I've been doing the morning cleanse for about the last 8 months every morning, and what a difference it makes. Incredible. Thank you for being here, Ardent. It's so great. I'm excited. You guys, this is exciting time because, you know, we're coming up on the holidays. And what a perfect time to do this morning cleanse. I mean, Ardent, you're doing it, which is incredible, and you're doing it for 8 months now. And to just have all that like behind you like that, getting you strong. So when the holidays come, you put all those months of that time and energy into it, doing the morning cleanse. I'm really proud of you. And so it's an exciting time, but we can jump on it now too. We can start it now. That's what's incredible. We can start doing it now. So grains are scratchy though to me, Michelle L says. Yeah, well, grains are not a big part of medical medium foods and information. A lot of people have different feelings towards them. They have different sensations. They have different reactions. The only 2 grains that I really like if someone's going to do grains are millet, which is a really gentle grain. That one right there, and that's what I'm going to do. Or oats, those 2. But I like millet better because people who are sensitive can do better with it if you want a grain. So what I'm going to do is take a cup right here of millet. So I'm excited about this. Just dropped a little bit of it. It's putting it in the pot here. So there we go. It's about a cup of millet, and then I'm going to show you the order here. I don't know if you guys could see it, hopefully. So that's it in the pot right there. Okay. And I'm going to add the water, 2 cups of water in here. Now with millet, you just got to simmer it for about 25 minutes. Sometimes, depending, it could take a half an hour. I'm going to bring it to a boil, simmer it, and what's going to happen, it's going to be this glorious thing. I'm going to make millet porridge. So basically it can be the wild blueberry porridge, but with millet instead of oatmeal. I'm also going to make the smoothie, so I can't wait, the apple cinnamon smoothie. So let's talk about the morning cleanse a little bit. Glad everybody's here. This is exciting. So let's start with the lemon water. Got it right here. And so you can do lemon water, you can do lime water. I did lime water yesterday. I'm cutting a lemon now over here. So it's my lemon. as you guys can see. I don't know if you can. All right. Putting half a lemon in here like this. Upon waking, 16 to 32 ounces of lemon water. Really important to flush out the liver. Here's a really important point. You can let people know when you see it, when people are commenting about it and talking about it. This is a critical point right here. You know what it is? It's do not use hot water. If you use hot water, you can't flush the liver. You cannot flush the liver of the toxins in the morning to get them out. I'll tell you what goes wrong when you use hot water. This is a mistake that came after medical medium information. So, medical medium information was 16 to 32 ounces of lemon water, okay, squeezed in lukewarm water, room temperature water, or cold water, first thing in the morning to flush the liver and flush the body of toxins. It's original medical medium information with lemon water. And what happened was, as the years went on, with all the teaching, all the lecturing I did, all the teaching different practitioners, doctors throughout the years, the lemon water thing caught on to actually flush toxins out of the body. Stemmed from originally from the medical medium information, but here's what went wrong with the information. Somebody said, do it in hot water. Well, they just ruined it for a lot of people. So it's really becomes a wasted effort if it's done in hot water. Now, herbal tea is another story, because with herbal tea, when you put lemon in herbal tea, you're doing an herbal extraction, and what you're really trying to get out of that herbal tea anyway is an herbal extraction, so that's different. But this is a different situation right here. So, and what people also do, another piece of information that doesn't work, is it not only put lemon in hot water, which is not good, but put lemon in a cup of hot water. So have your lemon water like 8 ounces or a cup. That won't work either. So it's basically distorting medical medium information so that people don't get a healing benefit and don't move forward. These details are critical. The details matter. They matter with getting past the finish line. They matter with actually really healing and getting yourself better. They really count, these details, and that's the difference of medical medium information versus other. So, once again, 16 to 32 ounces of lemon water first thing in the morning upon waking to flush out the liver and the body of toxins. Okay, so that's what you do. And then it was distorted as the years went by, because medical medium information has gone around the world, and then some health hacks in the health industry or some health gurus decided, oh no, yeah, you do your lemon water, but put it in hot water. And here's what goes wrong. The hot water stays in your stomach. Your body will not release hot water from your stomach until it cools down. If it holds on to the lemon too long in your stomach, the lemon will lose its potency, the ability to actually be able to help you. The second thing is you're destroying the lemon's critical enzymes. So a fresh, raw lemon has enzymes that help the process in flushing the liver. That disappears the minute you put it in hot water. That's the disaster right there. So I just want to give you guys that rundown. So you do your lemon water, then you do your celery juice. I'm going to grab mine right here. So I got my celery juice. That's it. Not juicing today because I got a lot of stuff to cook right now. This has come to a boil pretty much. It's simmering. So this is going to be the wild blueberry porridge from Millet. So I'm using millet this time. Millet is a better grain than oats by far. There's a lot more phytochemical compounds. There's a lot more nutrition in it. With millet, it's gentle on the intestinal lining. So it's one of the only grains that's actually gentle to the intestinal tract. And still, if someone's sensitive with grains, they don't have to do grains. Of course not. But I know that a lot of people do grains. They do them around the holidays. They eat bread, of course, around the holidays, cookies, everything else under the sun. And I know a lot of people do oatmeal. And oatmeal's okay, but millet is that next step better when it comes down to grains. So I said, why don't I make the wild blueberry porridge with millet, so you guys have an option. I'm turning down the burner a little bit. You'll see it cranking in here. So there we go. So that's what I love. I love showing you guys different options so you have other ways to help heal. So I'm going to let this simmer and do its thing. It's just cranking a little hot, so I'm going to take the lid off a little bit. There we go. But anyway, after the 16 to 32 ounces of lemon water, you wait 15 to 30 minutes, okay? And you move into celery juice. Then you do 16 to 32 ounces of celery juice. We'll talk about the power that has as well. So the celery juice has a lot going for it, a lot more than what people know. They don't know what's in celery juice. They don't know what celery juice does for them. And one of the best parts about celery juice is it revives your stomach glands. So you got these two little stomach glands in your stomach, okay? Those stomach glands create your HCl, your gastric acid. So those stomach glands get burnt out in everybody. That's why things go wrong. When those stomach glands get burnt out, you can't produce enough HCl, and that HCl kills off bugs, pathogens. It stops us from bloating. That HCl breaks down protein, and it stops proteins from rotting and putrefying. So everybody walks around with low HCl, hydrochloric acid, and then their proteins putrefy in their gut and start to rot. And when they start to rot, it feeds more bacteria that's not good bacteria. Celery juice brings back your stomach glands, allowing them to produce the gastric acid needed, the hydrochloric acid. And medical meme information is the 7-blend HCl, because HCl isn't just one acid, it's a blend of 7. And when you lose your gastric glands, the gastric gland strength, those acids, they weaken and you lose like 3 of the 7, 4 of the 7. So your HCl isn't strong. And celery juice brings that back, stabilizes the stomach glands. It's a critical part of how we heal with the celery juice. And you'll hear people out there, I mean, there's millions of people drinking it. They'll be like, celery juice is helping me. Celery juice is getting me better. Celery juice is helping me, with my digestion. But they don't know why. It's because those little stomach glands, they're really tiny. They're like the size of, they're smaller than a garlic clove. Smaller than a garlic clove. I got some garlic with me right here. So I'm gonna leave this here simmering like it is. You guys, if you just got on here, talking about day 3 of the Medical Medium Morning Cleanse Challenge. This is the book Cleanse to Heal. And just for the record, you guys, on Amazon.com US, it's not only 51% off, but there's a coupon on there for $2.55. And you can get this book for like $14.50 right now on Amazon.com US. I mean, it's incredible, really. So check it out if you can. You could also just go to the library, try to get one there too if you want. Get a free copy out of the library. But that's Cleanse to Heal, making recipes today, doing the wild blueberry porridge, but with millet. And I'm going to be doing apple cinnamon smoothie. So I'm going to start working on that next. I'm going to move this over a little bit. Glad you guys are coming on. You're in my kitchen, which is the best thing ever. Having you guys with me is definitely the fun part of everything. So this is what I look forward to. So great. So I'm just going to organize things here. I'm going to get a blender over here too. So just bear with me for a second. Bringing this over. So the next thing I'm making is the apple cinnamon smoothie. So that's what we're trying to make right now. That's it right there. So Susan said, I got rid of a rash my son has had on his chest for years. He didn't believe it would work, making believer out of him slowly. Incredible. That's incredible. It really is. All right. Let's make this. Now, listen, on the Medical Medium Morning Cleanse, okay, you got your 16 ounce, 32 ounces of lemon water I showed you, right? you guys, 15 to 30 minutes later, you got your 16 to 32 ounces of celery juice, right? Okay. You can do fresh fruit after that. You can have a breakfast of like fresh fruit. You can have melons cut up. You can have mangoes, papayas. You can go with something a little denser, papayas and bananas. You can do that. Or you can go further than that, not just have a smoothie or a fruit bowl. You can have steamed potatoes, sweet potatoes if you really want, something more denser. You can have millet, you can have oatmeal if you really want. That's an option too. You can have winter squash. That's one there. Yams is another option. So you can have that, right? But you can also have the heavy metal detox smoothie. That's one of my favorites because you're getting metals out. You can have the liver rescue smoothie. You can have that option. So, okay, so let's work on this right now. So we need 2 medium-sized red apples. So that's the first thing right there. So 2 medium-sized red apples. I got a red apple right here. And I got another one right here. So Mary says, I missed the recipe for the lemon juice drink. I do make my own celery juice already. Incredible, Mary, amazing. So the recipe for this is you get your 16 to 32 ounces of water. You cut a lemon in half. That's 1/2 I just squeezed, okay? And you squeeze it in there. Now the key is don't put it in hot water. Don't do the hot water. Make sure it's 16 to 32 ounces and do it upon waking in the morning. That's the key. Wait 15 to 30 minutes before you do the celery juice. So, all right. I'm going to cut some apple right now. Move this over. Put my apple pieces in here. Just reading some comments at the same time. I gotta do this morning cleanse challenge more often because this is really fun. So I just cut that apple. If you guys can see, that's the core. So cut another one. I could use this knife too. You can do it in a lot of different. I mean, I like using the small knives too. So that's the way I've done it. So cutting up the apple. So this is 2 medium-sized apples. You don't want to put the core in because you're just going to blend the seeds up. The seeds are bitter, so apple seeds are bitter, and if you blend that up, you're going to make this smoothie bitter. So that's something right there. Now, these are frozen bananas. I'm going to show you next. So 1.5 frozen bananas. So look at these great frozen bananas I have right here. So I'm going to put these in. Break these pieces up. And I'm going to do 1/2 frozen banana right here. Okay, we got that going on. And all right, so that's in here. So I'm going to do 1 cup of water. So that's my water right here. Got that in there nice. Now this recipe, just so you know, if you just got on here, this recipe's out of Cleanse to Heal. That's the book, okay? It's the apple cinnamon smoothie. There it is. That's the recipe. That's what we're making. It tastes so good. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of maple syrup in here too, just so you know. Now you can put a date in there. I like the maple syrup, so I have this maple syrup right here. Now a teaspoon you could measure. I'm just going to dump it right in, if you guys don't mind. I put probably a little bit more than a teaspoon in there. Of course. And then I'm going to drop some cinnamon in there now. You got the cinnamon. Okay. And this is the recipe out of Cleanse to Heal, just so you know. So I'm going to drop some cinnamon in there too. So it's 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. This is out of Cleanse to Heal. It's a question right there. Aren't apple skins full of pesticides? So, well, these are organic apples. That's number one. So I have organic apples here. So keep that in mind. Yeah, if you get a conventional apple and it was sprayed recently before harvest, so a conventional apple, if it's sprayed close to harvest, okay? If that's the case, then you're going to have some pesticides on that apple, okay? And then they wax them. So they put the MSG wax on top of a conventional apple and they coat those pesticides. It almost kind of encapsulate them on the skin. Conventional apples, I peel. So that's what I would do, is just peel them. These are organic ones. So I'm going to put 3/4 of a teaspoon. I'm putting the cinnamon in here. That's about right there. About 3/4 of a teaspoon. Probably a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to blend it up. I got the water in here. So now it's time to blend it up. So glad to have you guys here. This is awesome. So I really like this smoothie. It's all set. So, I have this smoothie right here, and I have a cup too, but I'm going to use this real quick. You can put a little cinnamon right on top. I like to put a little bit of cinnamon right on top. That's what I like to do. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't want to spill it over, but there it is. I think you guys can see this. Now, I'm going to do a little grated ginger. Now, what I like to do is do the fresh ginger. So I got a piece of ginger right here. Now, the recipe calls to blend in the ginger. I like to put it on top of mine. But look, you know, it's great blending it in too. The millet is actually simmering over there. But what I like to do is I like to just grate a little bit of ginger, fresh ginger right on top, like this. There you go. Now, I put extra for me, since, you know, I mean, look, you can do a lot less, but I put fresh ginger right on top. It's grated right on top, just like that. And what I like to do is take a spoon. And I kind of like just to mix it up, and I like to use a spoon to eat it. That's the way I like to do it. Then you can drink out of the glass too. So put this right here where you guys can see it. So that's the apple cinnamon smoothie right there that I just made. It's out of Cleanse to Heal, the book Cleanse to Heal. Which is this book right here. And we're doing the Medical Meeting Morning Cleanse. And this is an incredible meal right there. So I want to cover a couple little things with you guys. Just moving stuff out of the way here. You can do lime instead of lemon water. Just another option. You can do lime because that people ask about that all the time. And I got limes right here, but you can do limes. That's perfectly fine. So that's an option in your lemon water. But lemon is usually best. A lot of time limes are really dry, so that happens. I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, now what I have going on here, this is the millet I have cooking right here. What if you can't eat banana? What's a good substitute? Papaya is a great one. That's an option right there. Mango's a great option too. So those are awesome. So you can do that if you need to. Nina says, I love millet too. Awesome. If you're somebody that has any kind of acid reflux, struggling with your digestive problem on any level, in Cleanse to Heal, there's the mono-eating cleanses. So that's a great option right there for you. Like the mono-eating cleanses are great. You can do the potato mono-eating cleanse. You can do the papaya one. That's an option all on its own. Ola says it's an incredible smoothie. Have you had it before? Amazing. So here's what you want to do with your medical medium morning cleanse. You want to keep the fats out of your morning. The key is protecting your liver. The key is getting your liver better. The key is about getting the toxins out of your liver. And you might be like, well, do I have a liver issue? Well, do I really have one? If you have any unwanted weight, like if you're gaining weight ever in your life, that means your liver's maxed out. And that means the liver is all filled up with fat to begin with. So that's the start of the problem right there. So if you have any kind of weight issues on any level, if you're gaining weight on any level, the liver is maxed out. It's got too much fat inside the liver. So that's number one. That's one problem all on its own that people have. If you have skin issues like vitiligo, eczema, psoriasis, rosacea, dermatitis, dandruff, that's all a liver issue. So that's a liver problem right there. If you have heart palpitations, if you're dealing with migraines, if you're dealing with any kind of autoimmune, the liver's involved too. So Crohn's, colitis, acid reflux, celiac, IBS, the liver is involved. That's a big part of why there's a problem. So all this is important to know. So what you're doing with the Medical Medium Morning Cleanse is you're restoring your liver. You're bringing your liver back. You're bringing your liver to where it needs to be. You're giving it a chance to heal. And here's the thing. Your liver wants a routine. That's what it wants. It wants to do a routine every single day. And we break that routine by bringing in fats in the morning. We end up bringing in eggs. We end up bringing in avocado toast. And I never said avocado's bad to eat. If you want to eat some avocado, but have it afternoon. Have it afternoon. That's the time to have it if you're going to have it. If you're going to have nuts and seeds, if you're going to have walnuts, if you're going to have hemp seeds, if you're going to have almonds, nut butters, peanut butter, have it afternoon. You want to do the Medical Medium Morning Cleanse and be fat-free in the morning. As far as radical fats, no milk, cheese, butter, no bacon, no eggs, no meat, no chicken, no nut butters, no oat milk because it's concentrated, it's higher fat in there, no soy milk, no almond milk. You want to keep all of that out of your breakfast, out of your morning. And you want to do your lemon water, you want to do your celery juice, you want to do your heavy metal detox smoothie, your liver rescue smoothie, you want to do some fruit bowls. When you do fruit and the fruit smoothies or the heavy metal detox smoothie, you're maximizing the most healing you can do in the morning And then afternoon, you can bring in those nuts if you want, or your avocados or something like that. So I got the millet cooking right here. And it's done. Turning it down. So this millet is nicely cooked. Here it is. Now it's this beautiful yellow. You see this creamy yellow that's right here? And that's it. So instead of oatmeal, we're doing millet. So I'm going to add in the wild blueberries. These are the frozen wild blueberries right here. I'm going to add some in. Then I'm going to mix them up in here. So this is the medical medium wild blueberry porridge. We're doing it with millet. I mean, millet is an incredible tasting grain if you're into grains. All right, so I'm going to put it in a bowl right now. And you can put some blueberries right on top. So I'm going to put a few blueberries, sprinkle them right on top like that. And then I'm going to add some maple syrup right here. So that is the wild blueberry millet porridge versus oats. And I'm going to put a little bit of maple syrup right on top here. And that's it. And it's really an incredible dish. It's a hearty dish if you're somebody that wants that density. You can have it in the morning on a medical medium morning cleanse. But fruit is always just straight fruit smoothies, or the heavy metal detox smoothie, or the liver rescue smoothie with the celery juice also in the morning. And the lemon water is always best for maximizing your cleanse. But at least there's no fats added in here. So there's no nut butters, there's no peanut butters, there's no coconut oil, there's no oils. This helps you cleanse in the morning. Don't put nut milks in here, whatever you do. Don't put almond milk in here. Don't put soy milk in there. Don't put oat milk in there. So don't add anything like that. You want to, and don't put, don't put bovine milk in there. So keep all of that out. And this is an incredible dish right here. So it's really exciting. See, guys, we just did the lemon water. Okay, 16 to 32 ounces. Upon waking, flush the liver, flush the toxins out of the body. Wait 15 to 30 minutes. 16 to 32 ounces of celery juice. Okay, the celery juice, the benefits are miraculous, really. It's a complete electrolyte for the brain, focus and concentration, helps to loosen toxic heavy metals, it diffuses toxins, it helps to flush out petrochemicals, pharmaceuticals inside your liver, old antibiotics, antidepressants, thyroid medications, anti-inflammatories, cold medicines that stay in your liver and get toxic and toxic and toxic and toxic. The celery juice helps to loosen that up, helps to flush that out. And then later on, have some fruit. You can have a fruit smoothie, medical medium heavy metal detox smoothie. By the way, right here in Cleanse to Heal, the heavy metal detox cleanse is in here, but the smoothie's in here, the recipe's in here. You can have that in the morning. Have additional fruit if you want. And then you can do 16 ounces of water and 16 ounces of coconut water all the way till noon. Then afternoon is when you can do other things, or bring in that avocado if you wanted to, if that's what you love, or bring in something else. Or if you're into animal protein, you have it afternoon or in the evening. But that's the medical medium morning cleanse. This is a big part of it. Here's some options. Incredible, you guys. So glad you're here. But check out Cleanse to Heal if you can, because right now it's the price is just can't be beat. I've never seen anything like it. So it's not only 51% off, but the coupon at Amazon.com US brings it down to like $14. It's a medical textbook. It's got the protocols in there so you can really move the needle. It's got the cleanses in there. So So glad you guys came here. There's the medical medium wild blueberry porridge right there with millet. Just showed you guys. Really exciting. And here is the apple cinnamon smoothie. I got a little ginger on top. I got a little cinnamon on top. It's just so great. So, really glad we could do this. This is day 3. I'm proud of you guys for you doing this. Yeah, Faith, there's fat in oat milk. It's crazy, but there is. It's concentrated, more concentrated. Dr. Fawn, yeah, millet. Amazing. Anyway, drink at least 16 ounces of water or 16 ounces of coconut water, 2 throughout the morning, like I mentioned a couple of minutes ago. You guys have that too in your morning cleanse. You got that? Just reading some more comments. Okay, yeah, Susan, coconut milk? No, keep the coconut milk out. That's a problem. You don't want the coconut milk in the morning. If you're into coconut milk and that's something you like and you love coconut milk, you can do that afternoon. So, but don't do the coconut milk before noon. That stops the cleanse. That stops the morning cleanse. No fats, no eggs, no milk, cheese or butter, none of that. If you're somebody with bad acid reflux, you keep the fats out, keep the eggs out, keep the dairy products out. Take a break from even meats if you can. Just don't do anything in the morning like that. And maybe even in the afternoon, look out for how many fats you're doing. And if you're dealing with somebody, if you've got digestive problems, acid reflux, if you got IBS, if you got bloating, if you got celiac, Crohn's, colitis, anything like that, there's even an acid reflux protocol in Cleanse to Heal. But keep in mind, there's protocols in here on how to heal, how to move forward, over 200 symptoms and conditions in Cleanse to Heal. And it's a book that is one of those books that'll blow your mind. So much information, so many protocols to get better, and take advantage of the sale on Amazon US. It's incredible. Or just go to your local bookstore. Thanks so much, you guys. I'm heading over to IG now. I'll see you at Instagram. And wait, and you guys, just so you know, on TikTok, I'm going to be making a potato skillet at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 o'clock Pacific Time. I'm going to be making the potato skillet only on TikTok. Letting you guys know. So I'm cooking something different. I'm hoping it's going to go good. So meet me on TikTok later on too, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific. I love you guys.